Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of the Peaches SMP server. I am DunePeaches, and as you just saw in the opening little credit there I got, we have a new little minecart track. Let's go look at it real quick. I logged into the server and was very surprised to find that over by the original portal. So as you can see, it's called Mountain Pass, courtesy of Meatball. I'm really happy he was able to do that. He was kind of, honestly kind of complaining that it's a dangerous walk from his chicken hut over here to the portal. I don't know why he just didn't make its own portal or go that route, but I like the idea of having a path, a safe passage through the mountain over to the portal. I'll have to clean up the outside maybe a little bit, add a little decorations, but I really kind of wanted to show you guys this a little bit. It works. It's great. Meatball will tell you if he was on here that he's not the best, so to speak, at redstone and getting things set up. But I think, come here. There we go. I think if we were to do a little bit of work on this, we could really make this work really well, a little bit better. Obviously, you can see that the powered rails are always on, so you put the minecart down to try to get in, and it goes away. Or if you come from the other direction, it doesn't stop, it just sends you back. So, possibly, I'll put this back in here, possibly by the end of the episode, maintenance. By the end of the episode, maybe we'll come back and we'll set up a little start station, stop station. I'd love to be able to build one where it pops you out, the minecart hits a cactus or some type of, I think that's how they do that, right? Minecart hits a cactus, it turns into a dropped item, gets collected by a hopper, goes back into the system, and then you can push a button and it pops it back on the rail. But I love his design. I think this is great. He spent a lot of time crafting these blocks to get the walls to go all the way up. So anyway, again, just wanted to show you that here at the beginning of this episode. This episode, I'm not going to really focus on fixing that or working on that with him to improve it. I think what we're going to do in this particular episode is a gold farm. Baldbeard and I have been just wanting to set up. I can't stand up on. I gotta get a path through here. But Baldbeard and I have been wanting to. I think Jade Melody's been on. So that's new. I haven't seen that either. Wow, there's so much stuff to look at. I get so distracted. The server's great. I love these guys on this server. Jay has updated some of her build, and I guess we use a lot of moss blocks around here. Again, eventually I'd like to build this little ledge out over here and have some sort of decorated, dock or something like that coming. I don't know, there's so much to do outside the base, but this one's Jade's. Guys, have you seen this? I don't think I've shown you this yet in a video. Meatball has provided comic relief. The chicken showed up, and then one of the day, then a couple days later, I get back on the server, and there's a big cow right outside my base. It's a good cow. It works. And then Jade Melody, God bless her, she came in here, and she created a farm, and it is an awesome farm. It is a loud farm. Very sorry. Whoa. But it is a cow crusher. We shouldn't need steak anymore. Yeah, see, so she's got it all set up. Pretty easy. You just push the buttons. The cows, I gotta back up. This is way too loud. The cows come up, you feed them, they have babies. The adults die because of entity cramming, and you get all the steak you want. So, Meatball, wonderful build with the cow itself. It's a little surprised by it, but it looks good. I like the way you did it. And then Jade came in and said, well, this would be a perfect place for a farm. So she put that together. So, oh hey, this is new too. Who's doing all this stuff? A little bit more decorations, a little bit more block variant. Oh, way to be Meatball. Meatball, you and I got to get on the server at the same time. I keep missing him and I don't get to play with him much. I show up and he's done so much, which is great, but I don't get a chance to do much with him. Hopefully that's going to change. So let's do this. Start off by a little tour about what I've been able to accomplish and upgrade inside the base. That's where I've been doing most of my work. And then we'll go from there. Last time I showed you the door. Let's open it up. And why is there snow? I just got hit. That was weird. There's snow. What's going on here? Enjoy breakfast on me, Meatball, and some steak with your eggs. Jade. Steak, okay. I'll take that. Let's grab that out of there real quick. Thank you very much. Ooh, that's awesome. And I'm guessing Yeah, go figure. Thank you, Meatball, master of the eggs. Oh, ooh. What? All right. What is going on? I know. All right. I'll admit this, guys. Haven't been on the server a lot lately. The last couple of weeks I've been dealing with satellite internet, but I think I've got it solved. I think I am going to be able to play a lot more and get back to my normal schedule of being on the server. So I hope Jade and Meatball and Baldbeard and Flicka, we can all get together and do a little bit more collaboration. But this is new. I was told that somebody, Baldbeard, may have done a raid farm, so that is awesome. I'm guessing this is a gift from him. And that is my first totem of undying. I'm gonna put it right here in my offhand. And since I like item frames, I'm gonna take that too. What is this? What is this? An enchanted book. Ooh, okay. Well, that would be for Molnir. Molnir? How do you pronounce that? That's Thor, right? Isn't that what that is? If I got that wrong, I'm sorry. I love Marvel, but I'm assuming because I'm Aquaman. Oh. Obtain a trident from a drowned. So, all right. So Baldbeard has got his gifts flowing because I know he's got a drowned farm and he's got a raid farm. So thank you very much, guys. You guys all just so wonderful. I couldn't ask for any better server mates. Thank you guys so much. I am getting so much stuff. Oh, this is great. Okay, let's do this. Let's clean this up because as you can tell, I can't clean this up. I don't think I have enough room in my inventory. I don't. The floor is not done, and apparently somebody put a snowman in here. I wonder where he went. He probably walked off. But I cleaned up the floor, or cleaned out the floor to put some kind of special design down here, and I was going to work on some wall designs. This is probably the least done area that I've been working on lately. The idea is each one of these bays, each one of these doors, might have a 3x3 piston door in each one. I haven't decided that yet, but you'll be able to walk through and there'll be some sort of farm behind it. So this will be a long hall just full of farms, and those farms feeding my storage that's above this. I got tired of walking up and down stairs, so I cut a little path. Why? Because there's a specific area upstairs that I want to develop bubble elevator. And here it is. Ooh, well, I gotta put a door there too. This is my storage system. How about that, guys? I wanted it to look like I cut it into a hillside, into a cave, basically, and so that's what I created. Now, in past episodes, when I was up here, you'll recognize this area, but maybe not that area, because that was all dug out as well. Let's solve this issue real quick. Okay, so yeah, that was all dug out as well, and I decided to build it back the way I wanted to. So I put my storage system around the outside. It goes all the way around, and it is, for those of you who, there's a chest open down there. Oh, that's weird. For those of you who really know your storage systems, you may recognize two different systems here. You've got the ones on the outside here, and then the tall, skinny ones in the back. Pause it here if you can. Can you write in the comments, do you know which system is which and who built them, who designed them? I bet you can't do it. Well, I bet Jade Melody can, without telling her what it is. So we'll see about the comments later. But all I have to do is put my items in this barrel, and the items go into a sorting system, and they get sorted out or skipped by areas that I haven't designated for anything yet. Ignore my smelting system, that's not permanent. But if it doesn't get sorted in that system, it comes across and gets sorted in the metals and elements area. And if it's not sorted there, it goes through and into this system. You got cobblestone, stone, diorite, all this different stones, even gravel. I'll put a door here. And then if it doesn't get sorted in those systems, it comes through here and gets sorted in one of these bays. So dirt, sand, moss, and then the nether material. There's that open chest again. Can we close it? No, I can't close it. What? That's actually acting like real life would, where the lid gets stuck by the one above it. Well, it doesn't currently go past that point. I haven't hooked up this side yet. Let's real quickly drop this off. I got a little food bin here, but I'm gonna empty one. Oh, look at that, eggs. Yeah, gotta empty the inventory. Just a little bit here. And we will show you where do I want to put It's awesome. Thank you again, Baldbeard, for the trident. That's my first trident. I don't think I have one of those yet. Yep, we'll just put it over here for now with that and that, and we'll take care of that later. All right, so real quick before we get into the gold farm, right? Because that's what the whole episode is about. Let's hop back in here. Down there, you will see that there's a clock and a dropper, and the dropper goes into a water bubble elevator that you can see right here that starts the system. Now, yes, that's a lot of hoppers. I didn't want to deal with a water trough system to move the items along. Not that I can't, this is just cleaner, less things to worry about in my opinion. Just takes a lot of resources, right? Iron and chests. So you just, do the grind, get it worked out, and it makes it just a little easier. Now this, if you didn't put it in the comments, I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil it, but this is the impulse sorting system where each one of these hoppers right here is a lock hopper. I used oak saplings to lock this, and then you put the item that you want to be sorted out in that first column there. And as that tuff in this case, right? That was tuff. Yep. As a piece of tuff comes through here, it'll actually drop down through and go into the correct system. The areas that I wanted to skip, I just filled completely with oak saplings because I'm not going to sort oak saplings in this system. Now, yes, this is a long way to bridge to the next system, but right underneath me is where all those, they're there. The furnaces are. And I plan to have another hallway this way. Something. Maybe this is actually where I'll have my overpowered smelting system, and that way I can just, when things come out of the smelting system back in this area, they just go right back into the sorting system and get sorted. Then, if the item isn't sorted in these areas, it comes down this area. Each one of these bays, I'll call it a fuster cluck. And no, that is not cussing, if you actually heard what I said. But anyway, each one of these bays is 2 wide with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chests tall. So 12 chests, double chests by the way. And each one of the double chests is full of whatever I want sorted in that chest. So this entire side is cobblestone, but at the bottom I have all the different pieces, the slabs, the stairs, the walls, purposely so that I can just dump all of that into the hopper or into the barrel that I showed you earlier, and it all gets sorted. So as it goes through, oh, and by the way, I can actually drop it in this barrel too. I hook this barrel up to the system, so if I'm not standing down there and I know it gets sorted to the right somewhere, I can just pop it in there. This is the, let me go back there again, is the Tango Tech multi-item sorter. So I have a combination of single item sorters and multi-item sorters in my storage room. How this works is pretty, well, you know what, I'll go to the bottom first. There's a bunch of circuitry down here, as you can see. If you're not a redstoner, this might look complicated. If you are, you'll notice multiple pieces or multiple different types of circuits. There's one here, there's a delay here, and all the different redstone torches and everything going on. And you'll recognize even this back piece here and how it works. But if you're not a redstoner, I would suggest going to Tango Tech's or Impulse's tutorials, and if you want me to put one together for you, I will, but I'm going to obviously give credit to those guys because this is pretty much verbatim their systems. Item comes through here, gets into this hopper, which shoots into this dropper. The droppers are faced upward, so items travel up, and then they travel down this, can I get in there? I can't get in there. They travel down this column of hoppers, and if it finds a chest, there's the hopper. If it finds the chest that it needs to be sorted in, it goes in. If not, it comes down through, gets put into the next column of hoppers, or of droppers, shot back up, and brought back down the second column of chest. If it's not there, it goes out of the system and into the next one. So I just hooked the systems together is all I truly did. And I got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 systems will, and trust me, troubleshooting these things, oh my gosh. You put an item in and it gets stuck somewhere and you gotta go find it and find out why it got stuck at that area. But the beautiful part about, well, both systems really, is that they're adjustable. If I want to change Impulse's system over here, I just take for instance, the gunpowder out of the hopper up there and change it to something else, but it's just a single sorter. So there's 4 double chests and I plan on filling those up. While over here with Tango Tech system, I just go into the chest itself and I change the item in here, and that changes the sorting system. So you can have multiple items. This column here is sand up top, but when you get down to the bottom, I've got moss carpets, I've got the actual moss itself, and in the bottom, all the stuff that comes from it, right? Azalea leaves, flowering leaves, and flowers. So you can do so many different things with it. And eventually, I'm gonna hook up this side over here. So that's my sorting system. That's what's taken me a long time to put together, especially with the internet issues I was talking about earlier. I'm not gonna show you what's behind there yet, but I wanted it to look natural-ish, right? You cut into a hillside, you need support beams, you need columns, but you're not gonna necessarily, clean up the edges. Miners never did that, never really cleaned up the edges, so it needs to look kind of natural. So I went back and did a custom build with that. I didn't want to just leave it as, normal Minecraft tunnel where it's just a square or whatever. You gotta come in and get varied. This is B00-esque kind of thing, right? And some of the great terraformers out there is what I take a lot of encouragement and motivation from. I just like the feeling. I don't like walking. Let's do this. I walk into this room here, and what's the first thing you guys feel? Unfinished, blocky, 1985 NES. If you guys know what that is, I'll show you my age there. But Mario Brothers, that's what it feels like, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I like to strive for something a little bit more creative, and that's why I walk down this, and it feels finished. It feels like I'm at home almost. Anyway, enough of that. I haven't finished this area here, but this is where I'm going to put my own portal. And I tell you what, maybe we'll go through it, and I'll show you where the gold farm is going to be. How about that? All right. Okay, a little bit of that lag right there, that's the internet issues. Oh, okay, he's not dangerous. So this is where my portal, it does come out in under the nether roof, and we're gonna fix all this up and decorate it, and it just comes out right here. So it's really close. There's some issues. And then I want to show you something else too. Yeah, a hole. I made a hole. When we get up to the roof here in a minute, we'll show you that we're going to be breaking some bedrock so we can get up there, and I'll also show you where the gold farm goes. You know what though? I don't have wings yet. Baldbeard and I have been talking about going and beating the dragon, but we gotta wait for a couple of the other server mates to get on and make sure that we're going to do it together. We really want to. So I guess I need a ladder. The hole was made from the top down. Huh. I'll figure this out, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, through the wonderful magic of editing, I can cut out the part in which I was able to get a ladder up to the top. So, let's use this, huh? Let's go up to the top, and we will show you where the iron farm is going to be. And I did say that the hole was made from the top down, so, yep, I broke bedrock. Good lesson learned here, that when you're on a server using a paper server as the paper YML file, you have to actually go and edit it in order to allow non-breakable blocks to be broken. So even the glitches will not work on bedrock. Pistons and dynamite, and we'll actually show you that next time. I think this hole's going to be a little bit bigger, and we got some plans for that, but it didn't work. I had to actually go into the server configuration files and change a setting to ensure that it will work, and then I went ahead and broke bedrock. And if I go straight north here, a couple hundred blocks, we will get to the gold farm. Now we're going to come up on it with it being finished. Yeah, it can be tweaked a little bit. There are some efficiency issues that I have with it. For one, I did not build it over the top of a lava lake, so below bedrock when I'm running on here. When we get to the nether waste biome, which we're in now, which is the best biome to build a gold farm in. Oh, there it is. It's coming into frame. Storage system on bottom, and it just disappears. It is so big, it just disappears. Now, you'll notice the ladder, right? That's not typical when you go look at tutorials on how to build these things. But remember, guys, we don't have Elytra yet. We have not beaten the dragon, so Baldbeard and I did this without being able to fall, because it'll obviously kill us, and without Elytra to fly up there. So, hence the reason I'm holding a totem of Undying in my hand, just in case. Now, neither one of us had any problems with it. We didn't fall, we didn't... I don't think we really even came close to it, but it's huge. All the way up to 253, maybe 256. I'll show you here in a minute. So, sorting system. Yep, it sorts out a lot of rotten flesh, and the rest of this is meant for gold. It does give you the gold nuggets, which you have to turn into ingots or blocks. And when I only wanted one column of rotten flesh, so you can tell that with all 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, 5 double chests full already. We've already been, actually that only took one AFK section overnight, like 4.5 hours. And I'll show you how many blocks of gold we got here after we really quickly go into the time lapse. Let's go into the time lapse. I'll show you the collaboration between Baldbeard and I on this wonderful, beautiful, beautiful gold farm. So let's real quickly just show you how this particular gold farm works. We have drop chutes, as we can see right here. It is 3 wide, 3 long, 1 wide, and that's where all of the zombie pigmen will drop down. They will drop into, well, they will die obviously from how high they're falling up, and then all their drop will go into these hopper systems, and each one of these is in a dropper which shoots its items up against the glass, and the glass on either side, and the one here I'm in on top aligns it to fall straight down into the hoppers below. That we don't have to do this, obviously. We just thought it'd be kind of cool to have all the items fall down and we'll be able to see it. So as we go up, you will see the ladder that we had to use to build this entire thing all the way up to the build limit, and it's next to columns of grindstones. Now, the reason for the grindstones is so that on these platforms, when the zombie pigmen spawn, it allows them to, one, see the eggs that we have in the middle. There's one there, and there's one right above me. You can see them go all the way up. It allows them to see that better, and also it helps direct them around to the trapdoors. The trapdoors are on there so that the pigmen, zombie pigmen can't get to the eggs at all, but they do fall down the chutes on each side. So this is not my design. I want to say Il Mango might have done this first one. I apologize if that's not the right person, But I did see this on YouTube as a design. We modified it a little bit in the platform and a few other little things, but it wasn't until I started building and started using it that I realized what the grindstones were actually for. So if I back up, you can see that we go all the way up, as high as we can go, except at the very top I've got 2 layers in here that I ran out of magma blocks. The only problem with this right now is this space is big enough for magma cubes and gaps to spawn, so I'll have to fix that real quick, but once I get those layers in, then nothing can spawn over the top of it because of the slabs. And the ladder again goes all the way up and through, and we'll just go over here and we'll stand up top and AFK over here, and we're plenty safe, and all the zombie pigmen fall. And it is not an AFK-able source of experience just yet. That's another tweak that we plan on doing. We'll probably be able to come up here later and change something in this area, put some honey blocks or something in with using pistons, allowing them to fall on it and us to hit it with our swords so that we can also get a lot of experience from this. But for now, that's what it is. There are tutorials on how to build this all over YouTube. Like I said, I believe it's Ilmango. I might have that wrong. But if you'd like to see how Baldbeard and I did it, I'd be more than happy to put a tutorial together for you on that as well. Just let me know. Let's hop down there and we'll switch over to a different view and see what the results were. So as you can see, Baldbeard and I had a great time building this thing, and let's check out the rates. I've got 22 blocks in my hand, combined with what I just set out here in that pile and the row above the chest back there. There's 47 total out here, and let's go to. I've already taken the time to take all the ingots or nuggets and make them ingots into blocks, and it produced 6, almost 7, right? There was 47 additional blocks, so almost 7 full blocks of gold in a little under 7 hours. So it was roughly almost 4 hours, 45 minutes or so the first time, and then a little earlier even this morning I let it sit there for a couple hours. So it's averaging right around a block or a stack of blocks of gold per hour, which is plenty. I think it can be more efficient. There's some issues right here where the droppers, this was built afterwards, so let's go up and take a look at it here. The droppers right here spit it out against the glass and let everything fall down to here. We just thought it'd be kind of neat to see all the ingots and the rotten flesh fall, but the problem is these hoppers cannot keep up with the rate at which everything comes down. So you can click on these hoppers when using, or just after you've AFK'd for long enough, and every one of these is full, so everything else just sits on top and waits to go through. And I'm curious whether or not we have items despawn on top of here. I don't think so, because it would take, what, 5 minutes for it to despawn, and I don't think it sits on here for that long, but it does build up, so there's a question to that of whether or not we're actually getting everything. We've gotten so much, or we get so much out of this, but do we get everything? Anyway, what an episode. We have made such great progress. Again, just love the collaborating with these guys on the server. Meatball, I told him how many blocks we got to hit out of this. He couldn't believe it. I'm hoping he's going to get a little time to get on and maybe do the next piece of this, because obviously the next piece is to take all this gold and do a piglin trading farm. Yep, I'd like it to be right around here and just make it real simple to get all the gold right to the piglins and then get all the benefits, all the different items that the piglins actually drop. So that hopefully is one of the next episodes. If not that, then Baldbeard and I, and maybe Meatball, Jade Melody, will all go and grab some wither skulls and fight the wither, get some beacons, and we have plenty of blocks for a full beacon made out of gold. So that'd be awesome as well. Or because Baldbeard keeps complaining that we don't have our wings yet, maybe we'll go get our elytra and kill the dragon. That would be great too. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and we are going to end the video with us looking at a really interesting view of zombie piglins.